Today we have an amazing combo hunt planned for you guys. We're going to start in a circa 1880 to 1920 bottle dump that is loaded with valuable antique treasures. Then we're going to end the day with my wife and myself at an old park that was abandoned over 40 years ago. This park was built directly over top of a Native American camp. And the rock structures that are in this place are spectacular. While we're there, we're going to be metal detecting for items that were lost by tourists. So let's get right to the adventure and go see what we can find. All right, check it out. We let Miranda in the hole and she's got the first hutch of the morning. I mean, this is literally the first bottle is gonna be a hutch. We do got Tristan and Randy and James with us today. So we got most of our crew. We're still missing a few. Just broke that awesome med that was below it. Yeah, there is something over there. If you take this corner out over here, I think it'll probably come on out.
I'm scared. Right on the bottom too.
It is right along the bottom. Is that?
Yeah, it's an eagle. I can see it.
She thinks that it's an Alabama bottling company with an eagle, but I want to wait and see. I wouldn't pry on the front yet until you get that back there out. Those are really long hutches. There we go. Starting to be able to see it a little bit. I can see the slug, but from up here I cannot see the eagle.
Well, I can. I got my glasses on.
Oh, she's got her glasses on today, guys. Let's see. You might be able to pull it out now that the back is out. Stick your finger in that top and go. I never get tired of seeing hutches come out though.
No doubt.
She was just sitting here going, what is this dirt? Concrete? I mean, this stuff is a lot harder than what it looks. Looks good so far. I told Tristan that I figure that between us and Randy, which is about 8 foot, there's at least 3 hutches, so this is going to be one of the 3. There it goes. It's clear, so it's probably a company. We were hoping for a Works, but looks like it's in really good shape. Oh yeah, look at that.
Beautiful.
Got a really strong embossing on it. It is the Alabama Bottling Company, but there's no damage at all on it. Great find, bub. We'll take it. First soda of the day. Tristan's got one sticking out down there. That's big, man, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's might be one of those ketchups.
Yeah.
Or a big old wine.
And she's excited knowing it's cool weather when we're back.
Yeah. I am glad that it's cooler weather too. It's been so hot.
Miss us, baby.
Be something cool. Yeah.
We are the favorite people of the
Look
dirty.
at that. Slick. Slicky slick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what was it? Ketchup?
What were those, James? Ketchups, wine?
Grape cheese, I think they're grape cheese.
That makes sense. I found a Welch's right on top of one of these. All right, he's got a long neck sticking out back there. We're not talking about a dinosaur, a long neck bottle. Oh, there's another one down there, isn't there? That's a med. That's going to be embossed.
Maybe. If it's not one of those long neck.
Pepper sauces.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that's going to be a good embossed med being that far down there.
I hope so.
I've been wrong before.
We did it.
Does it say something? Yeah. No.
Oh, dang.
Measurements. These will get you every time.
Oh man, they always look embossed.
That one's still not ready.
No.
I believe that's going to be a castor oil. I've been wrong though before, just like about the med.
And I'm going below it.
Yeah, there's a good little pocket right there, it looks like. Of course, it's going to be in the very, very back where we'll have to collapse to get to very much more. We're pretty far undermined already, guys.
Is there another one underneath it?
That it was a piece of a.
Oh, like some kind of candle holder or something. Yep. Yep, another castor oil.
They're in them castor oils.
These things are everywhere. All right, guys, take a look right there in front. You can see what appears to be a nice big mason jar. The problem that we've got is on both sides of it, there are bricks. I'm talking about just monster-sized bricks. And there is glass all the way around it. So we're gonna work it out on camera. Y'all be patient with me because mason jars are thin. And this looks like it may or may not be one that has a date on it.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it'd be cool if it had the, what is it, 1883 or 1888 that's on those masons? 1858. Yeah, there we go. Got to just be very gentle going around this thing. There's a rock right there that is massive. Holy moly. I don't know what that is that just rolled out. So far, so good.
I have to get a piece of glass and like carve the outside of it. That's what I do with my food.
Gotta get this soda out from above it. This broken. A jar piece. Alright, y'all ready? Let's see if it'll pull. There it goes.
The hole?
Yep.
Looks like it. Look how full of water that thing is, guys. Oh, got a chip right there at the top. But with a jar lid.
That's what I have on my other one.
With a lid on it, you won't be able to tell. You can see Atlas Mason. It is an old one. Got a nice shoulder on it. Let's get it out of the hole though and clean it up. Hate the back's gone, but there again, with a lid on it, you'll never be able to tell if that's got damage. So that's another good jar that I'll fill with stoppers or marbles or buttons. All right, guys, right here, you can see the shoulder, and there's the neck. We're gonna go right under it. There we go. Let's just see what it was together. Slick on that side, slick on that side, on that one and that one. My goodness, that was a heartbreaker. Thought for sure as close to the bottom as that was that it would be something good. It does say something on the bottom. Let's just see. What does that say? It says Hurley. H-U-R-L-E-Y. That's different. I don't think I've dug one of those. We'll take that. Maybe Tristan's got a soda right behind his shovel right there. We can see a heel sticking out. We're hoping for a soda. It's been a slow soda day, guys. That one hutch so far has been it. But my last visit only produced one hutch. I guess if you show up and dig one hole and you get one hutch, it's not too much to complain about. It seemed like it moved too easy, didn't it? Dang. No, it was.
The long one.
National Dope Company.
Dang.
Look at that.
Can you cut?
Maybe. Let's see if it could be a whiskey glass. You can see it says Dope Co. That would have said National Dope Company, Birmingham, Alabama.
I heard something else in there.
Man, yeah, it's been broke a long while though. You can tell the way the dirt's crammed down in there. The dirt's in the cracks. That's not something that we did. Again, very nice. Probably circa 1908 or 1909 Hutchinson style bottle. It is something that I think could be salvaged into a whiskey glass. So it's worth keeping. Tristan just pulled this out. I think it may be a type of lid. It almost looks like it's got a screw in point right there. But what's interesting is, I don't know if you guys can make it out, everything is inverted. And it has a patent date of 1885 and 1886 on it. One of them's March, one of them's June. So that's actually a pretty cool little find. We'd have to clean that up and do some research to actually know what it is. But I don't think we've ever dug one like that one. All right, guys, finally, we've been on a stretch with nothing. And I just pulled this little nut out. I should say raked it out. And I can tell that it was embossed. So let's just see. Look at that. Doster Northington Druggist, and then it says Birmingham, Alabama. Let's get where you guys can see it a little bit better, maybe. Wipe it on the pants. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I may have to clean it up and then show you, but that's all right. I've not dug a Doster Northington. I know you got one, Tristan.
Not that small.
You didn't get one that small?
No, that's very cool.
Yeah, that's a good bottle right there.
Yeah.
We will take that one for sure. If there's one, there could be more, so let's keep going. There it is after cleaning it out. Doster Northington Drug Company, druggist, Birmingham, Alabama. And there is no damage on this bottle at all, guys. So we will take that. Very excited to have that one. Very, very excited, especially because I don't have that size. Miranda just pulled out this California fig syrup. This is a pretty common bottle, but I like this variant because it actually has Louisville, Kentucky on one side, and then on the other, you can see right there that it says San Francisco, California. So it does have 2 locations on it. The newer versions of this one have all of the embossing right here on the front panel and none on the sides. So that's a pretty cool little bottle. We'll definitely take that out with us.
No, it's just a jar.
Just a jar. Hey, might be a good one. Oh, is it a French's mustard?
Yeah.
Let's look at it and see which one it is. First, I guess you would say condiment bottle of the day, and it's going to be a French's mustard. These right here do have the patent date along the bottom, so let's look at it. Right there, you can see that it says design patented, and then it says April 23rd, 1915. So this came out of the 20s layer. Not quite as deep as we want to be for the hutches, so that gives us a real good clue as to where we're at in the soil. All right, guys, there's something big right here. No, it's not as big as I thought. That's a flask.
No.
Thought that was the bottom at first, but it's not. Let's see if it's actually a good one. Nothing on this side. It is a corker. Nothing on that side. Randy, I got your slick flask you were looking for. Tristan just raked out this pretty cool doll leg. You can see it's got the shoe and the stocking on it. You can see where it would have connected to a cloth body. These are really cool jar fillers. I know it's probably pretty creepy if somebody was to go through my relic area, they'd be like, it's got a whole case of doll heads and arms and legs. But for some reason I like them and I think they're cool, so this one's definitely worth keeping. You got a little cone ink right down here, not too far from where the doll leg came out. Most of these say Sanford on the bottom. This one doesn't. This one's actually blank. Still a cool little find, and the very first whole ink of the day. We have pulled several that were broken, like this little Higgins, so it's nice to see that these guys can survive as well. All right, guys, this looks like it's got a crack in it, so I don't know. I'm not going to take my time as much as I would normally, just because I can tell it looks like it's got some damage. Yep, it does. Dang.
You broke it.
I didn't break it, but my goodness.
What was it? Oh, what was that? Hutch?
Well, it was a hutch, but it broke into about a gazillion pieces.
Eagle.
Yep, it was an eagle. So I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but the ground was incredibly hard today. So we decided to change gears, go grab our metal detectors, and head to an abandoned park that is now owned by the city. This park used to be a rock garden, and it's a really cool place. I'm not sure that there's going to be a ton there, but it's always a blast to head out and do a bit of exploring. So let's go see what we can find right now. You want me to go first?
I will say you go first. I'm scared.
So this used to be an old rock garden, guys, and there are tons and tons of these old bridges like this one you see. That doesn't look deep, but I promise you it's every bit of 20 foot down right there. I don't know, let's see if you guys can see.
Okay.
Straight off. Yeah, oh yeah, it's strong.
Okay.
The handrails are all gone, and this park has been closed for many, many years, probably around 40 years. I don't remember it being open. And this particular spot has a lot of stories connected to it. You may recognize it from a past video with Casey where we were looking for Davy Crockett's lost campsite. And I still think it's here, and that's why I got the metal detector with me today. What do you say?
I think coyote or fox scat.
Yeah, it sure is. But these rock formations are pretty cool, guys. And this particular area, you may be wondering who owns it, is now owned by Parks and Recreation. They said that they were going to come in and make this into a rock climbing park, and they have yet to do it. So
The turtle shell stuff that they were talking about?
I don't know. In the old pamphlet for this particular park, and I'm not going to say the name of it to keep people from overrunning this area, it talked about several rock formations that were named different things. One of them was a turtle shell. One of them was called Tip Top Rock. And then there were even supposedly a couple of rock houses from Native Americans. And I'm thinking where those rock houses are, that would have been where Davy Crockett was. Now, metal detecting, we're going to have a... You got huckleberries? Sure.
Yep, these are huckleberries. This is a huckleberry bush. Look at all of them.
My wife, the forager. So it's gonna be hard to metal detect unless we get down off of these rock formations. We're planning on going down into the crevices today and trying to find Davy Crockett's signature. I will say this, I feel like I was editing that video a few years ago that I saw where he had engraved his name into the rock and we had missed it. So I have a general heading. We're gonna try to get there and we'll turn the camera back on if we find something cool. So you can see why this place was probably inhabited by the Native Americans. It is just way too cool with the rock features. Here's one of the old bridges Miranda's standing on right now. This is actually one of the lower ones. Down in here, there's a lot of leaf sediment and it is super deep. I think it would be really hard to metal detect down in here without raking or blowing all the leaves off of the bottom. But I'm gonna give it a shot for just a minute. And you can see that metal pole sticking out. I think that's part of what used to be a handrail to that bridge. So this is the rock shelter that me and Casey looked at last time. I was standing about right here when I was filming. And I don't remember if I showed this right here or not. That is actually engraved in the wall, and you can see it says C, and I couldn't tell in the video what it was. So I was thinking that might have been for Crockett, but that's not a D, that's a G. So GC, and then it looks like it says maybe CS. I don't know, this is an interesting spot though. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna metal detect underneath this rock ledge right here. This has been excavated many, many years ago by archaeologists for the Native American stuff. So I'm not going after that. I'm actually looking for the tourist stuff from the tourists that were here in the 1930s, 40s, and 50s. It might be too big to be a coin. Target number 1, just a can top. It is an older one. Target number 2 is a bottle cap. This is getting pretty frustrating, guys. We're in a really good area that had heavy traffic when it was a park. And maybe we were beat to this area. I don't know. Regardless though, we're still looking for Davy Crockett's signature. Miranda's already made her way around the rock wall over there. We're kind of dividing to conquer. So let's get back to it. So I've got a solid 75 right at the tip of my shovel. And you'll be wondering how we're deciding where to dig down in here with all of these rocks. And we're following this old sidewalk that you see right here. And the closer to the sidewalk, I figured the more traffic there are people. I'm hoping that this is gonna be the first coin of the day. I found a coin, but it's not old. It's a 2016 dime. This is probably from one of the rock climbers coming out here to climb these walls. When I first saw it, I thought that it may have been silver with a weird patina on it, but it's not. That's all right. Shows me that there's coins here anyways. Just got a little low tone target, and it's my first head stamp of the day, shotgun shell. And that looks like it's gonna be an older one right next to this rock, guys. So I detected all under this over here with the AT Max. It's pretty quiet other than a couple of pull tabs. But on this side over here, I'd never noticed because of how brushy it is. It looks like there's another, what would be considered a rock house or a rock structure for Native Americans right here. And it kind of goes back up under there a pretty good ways, it looks like. I don't see any engraving or carvings over here. We're just trying to be pretty investigative today. If you take a look directly in front of me, you can see that the canyon kind of narrows up. You can see a bridge right across the top up there. And over here is a secondary canyon that kind of flows to the right side. And this one over here is pretty neat to look at, guys. Look at that. Super cool area. I just wish there was some old stuff. I'm thinking that we got beat here by somebody with metal detectors many years ago. And just like that, guys, the skies went from crystal clear and blue to dreary. And as a matter of fact, I just felt a raindrop. And yes, that's excitement that you hear in my voice. We need rain badly here in Alabama. This is going to help us out drastically at the bottle dump. It'll soften the ground up, and it will actually help us while we're metal detecting as well. We didn't find a ton here at the park today, but we had a blast and the scenery was nice. If you're new to the channel and you're not subscribed, we'd encourage you to do so where you do not miss our future adventures, and we will catch you guys in the next episode.